Hello and good afternoon. Thanks for joining me in this video. Today is the first day of February. Happy New Month to you all. Now, a lot of people have been challenging the Sultan of Sokoto because of his support for Sharia law in the Southwest. Remember that there have been a lot of controversies concerning the establishment of Sharia court. In fact, in Ekiti State, you must have heard what happened last week when the Sharia court had sitting in Ekiti. And not only that, both in Oyo State or Osun State, it seems that no one can stop this implementation of Sharia law in Yorubaland. That is where everything is dancing to. And amid all these things, Sultan of Sokoto is throwing his weight behind the establishment of the Sharia court in the Southwest. According to him, the Sharia is supposed to stand in the Southwest, and there is nothing wrong with it. In fact, Sultan of Sokoto said that it must stand. Yeah. Now, Yoruba youth has also opposed Sultan's support for Sharia in the Southwest. Not only the Yoruba youth, both Gani, Adams, to mention but few, almost well-meaning Yoruba people, they are against what is going on in Yorubaland. But before we go forward, I want to take you back to the memory lane. In 2016, on 12th of December 2016, there was a bill that they entertained in the House of Representatives. The bill to set up Christian court. Okay, now Sharia law is already in the constitution, and Christians were saying this is marginalization, this is Islamization. Now let us have a Christian court. Let us have a ecclesia court. Let us put canon law into the into the constitution. What happened? It was rejected by the Sultan-led House of Rep member, Sultan-controlled House of Rep member. People who are loyal to him, loyal to Islam. They said, no, we can't have Sharia law in Nigeria and also have ecclesia law. Nigeria cannot be, two-state this thing. Nigeria is an Islamic state. I'm telling you, 2016, that was when Buhari had assumed office. Just about a year Buhari assumed office. This thing happened. Why do they reject the bill seeking to establish a Christian court or canon law into Nigerian constitution? Because they know that that will be a challenge to the Islamization agenda. Okay? Now, as you can go and confirm the report, 12th of December 2016, it caused a lot of talks in Nigerian media at that time, but nobody dared to challenge what is going on. So that is what I want us to look. Let us see what really transpired that time, because this issue of Islamization of Nigeria, sometimes it's laughable now. When you hear or see some people saying, leave that kind of thing, it's not possible, all those things are distraction. It is distraction in your constitution. If you're a Christian, other religion like you have their constitution in your own constitution, and it's working. They have their court. They have police that enforce those things. They call it hijab. Now, that is not enough. Look at what is going on in the north. Especially the 9 states that they said that they are Sharia states. You can't do a lot of things as a Christian, and even non-Christians. There are a lot of things you can't do there. So where is the freedom? Where is the one country? Where is the secular nation? And where is the country you call Nigeria? Anyway, now, even in that your constitution, they said that Sharia should be limited to the 12 northern states, okay? Yeah, Sharia should be limited to 12 northern states. But today now, they want to seize the 6 states in the southwest. They want to seize, is it 6 states, sir? They want to seize, the 6 states in the southwest. All of them is already under the control. Now, there is a very serious and derogatory statement made by the Islamic group. I condemn it in totality. And what do they say? They say that the chief imam in Yorubaland is greater than Oni of Ife. That Oni of Ife is inferior to the imam. Do you see the angle where these people are coming from? By the way, I'm not saying this to increase tension between tribes. No. I'm just trying to tell you what is going on. I'm just passing information, okay? Now, there is a genuine reason why I really want you to reflect back and understand this, okay? So, our reporters published this thing this morning, and they said how Sultan-led group rejected bill for Christian court in 2016. Labeled move, recipe for anarchy. Yeah. If you have a Christian court in Nigeria, it becomes anarchy against the constitution. But they themselves have the Sharia law. They have the Sharia court. When are you going to wake up from your slumber? When are you going to understand that this country is not for you? When are you going to understand that you are already a slave in a place you call your country? But because you are after the money, after politics, after appointment, all those self-entitlement and self-pursuit for your destiny anyway, has blinded your eye not to see the truth. Where is the fairness here? Okay, now, what happened then? According to the Sarah Reporters report, let's go through it. Stay with me. Say, at the time of this report, a new controversy has arisen regarding the establishment of Sharia court in the southwestern region of Nigeria. The Nigeria Supreme Council for Islamic Affairs, led by the Sultan of Sokoto and Haji Mohammed Sara Abubakar, attributes this development to intolerance. In a statement on Wednesday titled Live and Let Live, signed by its Deputy National Legal Advisor, Harun Mohammed, the NSCIA decried that it described as the high state of intolerance and disregard for the rights of Muslims, especially in the southern part of the country. The NSCIA described as unnecessary and unwarranted the resistance to the establishment of Sharia panel in the Southwest, noting that the Sharia arbitration panel is a voluntary platform designed solely for the resolution of civil and marital dispute among consenting Muslims. Mohammed said the NSCIA strongly support the establishment of independent Sharia arbitration panel in Ekiti or Oyo for the purpose so intended, especially where the Muslims in the states have been denied their constitutional right to a Sharia court of appeal in all the states of the southwestern Nigeria. Now, here is where the article reflects back to 2016. It says, however, in 2016, the NSCIA strongly opposed a bill for ecclesiastical court in Nigeria. This reaction came after the bill presented by Honorable Giang Dong from Plateau State passed its second reading. Dang has stated that the court would address issues related to Christian tenets. In an interview with the Punch newspaper, the Secretary General of the NSCIA and Registrar of the Joint Admission and Matriculation Board, Professor Isaac Ondayade, communicated the Council's position. Commenting, Ondayade warned against the move, saying, I believe that Muslims will also have Wednesday as a work-free day to me. The demand for Christian court is not in the interest of the nation. I believe that if because somebody has something, then another person must have it. Then Muslims can also ask for Wednesday and not Sunday as public holiday. If you hate Muslims because they have Sharia courts, then they can also hate you because you have Sunday, and there will be no end to it. The article continues, but let me stop the article here. I've established the concept why I am reading the article now. If the Muslims disagree for Christians to have their own Sharia court, for Christians to have a place they call their own, for Christians to do anything in Nigeria, and some of the states they call the Sharia state, not as if they will allow you to do whatever you like to drink beer, to do all those things, they won't allow you. There are some business they won't allow you to establish, like hotel and there are a lot of restrictions to your liberty, and this is not the concern of the nation because these people are almost everywhere in the head of affairs in Nigeria. So this is very dangerous. It is very, very dangerous. Now, Sultan of Sokoto coming out to support all these things, says this Sharia court is supposed to stand. It's not fair. It's not fair. So all these things is what we refer to as the Islamization of Nigeria, and it's imminent. It is going to happen. Once they conquer Southwest now, where is left is Southeast. And Southeast has been, a region that don't tolerate shit. And that is the reason why they are holding the likes of Nnamdi Kanu. He told us this, that was 2017, that this is going to come. And today we are seeing it. How far can he see what is to come? He said this in 2017. The time will come that the Yorubaland will fall under Sharia. He said so. Go and find it out. So what I'm trying to say is that everything is just trying to happen, and people are saying, no, it's for nothing, leave it. But it's happening. It's happening. Anyway, it is what it is. When the time comes, we shall know.
East, Abu Anudua Federal Constituency, River State. I want to get his words. He said personal matters that was envisaged, he says, by the people who drafted this constitution. And I want to quote him. The implication is, if the word personal is removed, Islamic law would have broader implications. The word personal was put there for a reason. Let's talk a bit about this whole conversation about Islamizing the country with our population and our dynamics. Is it possible that someone can sneak this in at some point and force all of us under some sort of regulation that we do not ascribe to? Is it possible that this can happen in this country?
It is possible, and don't be deceived. It's going to happen. It is possible, and don't be deceived. It's going to happen. It is possible, and don't be deceived. It's going to happen.